Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I'm seriously thrilled because today we're tackling something incredibly exciting, the AB-410 exam. Now, instead of looking at this as just another test, let's treat it like a strategic puzzle that we're going to decode together right here, right now. Understanding exactly how this syllabus is weighted, that's your absolute golden ticket to passing. So today, we're going to break down the specific domains, map out exactly where those next-gen AI tools fit in, and build a master study plan that leaves literally nothing to chance. Let's get into it.
Here is our agenda for today. We'll start with the AB-410 study game plan, move into the foundation for intelligent apps, then creating intelligent applications, followed by business logic and automation, and finally, we'll wrap up with your winning exam strategy.
Section 1. AB-410 Study Game Plan. Decoding the exam structure.
Okay, let's dive into this. The AB-410 doesn't just throw random questions at you. It scores your skills across three very specific, heavily weighted domains. If you look at the breakdown here, notice how nearly half of the exam weight, we're talking 40 to 45%, is anchored entirely in business logic and automation. Then, the foundation for intelligent apps and creating intelligent apps basically split the rest, sitting at about 25 to 30% each. So what does this all mean for you? It means nearly half of your study time absolutely must be dedicated to mastering that logic and automation domain. We literally cannot afford to underprepare for that massive piece of the pie.
Section 2. Foundation for Intelligent Apps. Setting up the board, which is 25 to 30% of the exam. So this groundwork phase is where you'll be analyzing requirements, recommending the right environment types, and applying robust application lifecycle management, or ALM, strategies. But here is where it gets really fascinating. Building an intelligent application foundation isn't just about setting up your standard kind of dry data tables anymore. For the AB-410, intelligent isn't just some marketing buzzword. You actually have to evaluate built-in agents for your business solutions and configure AI-specific properties, stuff like prompt columns and row summaries, right alongside those standard setups.
You're going to be tested on a real mix of the classic and the cutting edge here. Yes, you need to master those traditional, sometimes dry concepts like creating tables, configuring properties and relationships, setting up public views, and locking down security. But the trick is, you have to seamlessly integrate those basics with the exciting new capabilities, like configuring those prompt columns and row summaries we just talked about. It's all about building a data model that is fundamentally AI-ready straight from the ground up.
Section 3. Creating Intelligent Applications, the Interface. This is another 25 to 30%.
This domain focuses heavily on how we actually build the apps that end users are interacting with every single day. Now, what's really interesting about this is how the exam contrasts AI capabilities across the two main app types. On one side, for model-driven apps, you're expected to know how to create generative pages using natural language alongside your standard charting and access management. But then, for Canvas apps, the focus shifts. There, you're looking at creating Copilot Studio agents directly from the app, utilizing named formulas and managing collections. AI seriously elevates both of these, but it does so in beautifully unique ways depending on the framework you're working in. But hey, a quick word of warning. Don't let all those shiny new AI features distract you from the fundamentals. Beyond the generative pages and Copilot agents, this chunk of the syllabus demands that you know your core app design principles inside and out. You absolutely must design for accessibility, performance, responsiveness, and usability. And critically, you've got to know how to implement rigorous error handling and perform deep testing using tools like Monitor. It's a must for sure.
Section 4. Business Logic and Automation, the engine room, the big one at 40 to 45%.
All right, welcome to the absolute brain of the operation. Like I mentioned, this accounts for up to 45% of your total exam weight. To conquer this engine room, you literally have to be a master of cloud flows. We're talking rapid-fire knowledge on recommending the right triggers, evaluating connectors, managing approvals, and implementing precise flow control with your conditions and loops. Oh, and testing and troubleshooting? Completely non-negotiable here. I mean, if you can't untangle a broken loop, you're going to be losing vital points, and honestly, probably a little bit of your sanity too.
Now, alongside those standard cloud flows, this section heavily tests your ability to create prompts and models in the AI Hub. Let's walk through this specific procedure because it's super important. Step 1, you need to know how to build prompts, either jumping off a template or starting entirely from scratch. Step 2 involves injecting external knowledge and specific inputs right into that prompt. Step 3 is where you get to customize your prompt settings and select your models. And finally, Step 4, the real payoff. You must know exactly how to consume these prompts and AI models inside your apps or within your cloud flows.
And this brilliantly illustrates the whole holistic approach of the AB-410 exam. You see, we aren't just learning AI in a vacuum here, we're actively combining it with traditional business and process logic. You still need to know how to configure standard business rules and business process flows. You really have to evaluate the best use cases for your business logic, like deciding exactly when it makes sense to use a traditional formula column versus when you should just call on a powerful AI model.
Section 5. Your winning exam strategy. Tying it all together.
So how do we turn all of this information into a passing grade? Well, here is an actionable ultimate cheat sheet for those final review sessions. What we've done is map the 3 domains directly to their defining AI features. When you're studying logic and automation, which is our heavy hitter, remember, you must deeply review AI Hub prompts and models. For the foundation domain, tie your study time directly to built-in agents and row summaries. And when you're practicing app creation, you should be actively building generative pages and Copilot agents. Linking these exam weights to their specific tools ensures you're spending your energy exactly where the test is going to evaluate you.
If there is just one primary takeaway you grab from this explainer today, it's this number, 45. 45% is the absolute critical maximum weight of the logic and automation section. You absolutely must focus your deepest, most rigorous study efforts right there. Master those cloud flows, the triggers, the loops, and all those AI Hub integrations.
So I want to leave you with this question. Are you just going to try to memorize a syllabus? Or will you take this massive opportunity to truly master the AI revolution that's fundamentally driving the AB-410? This exam really is a blueprint for the future of intelligent app development. Use the strategy we talked about, structure your study time according to those exact weights, and let's go master those tools. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this explainer, and hey, happy studying!